Welcome back to the news at 10. The ban on the movement of commercial motorcycles, otherwise known as Okada or Kabu Kabu in Minna, Niger State, not only comes as a surprise but has been observed to cause untold hardship to residents. The state government had given a 3-week ultimatum to commercial motorcyclists to stop operation within the state capital and neighboring towns before announcing the ban on January 2nd this year. Our community report tonight examines the rationale behind the decision taken by the state government and its effects on the socio-economic activities in the state.
Tisala, now you're talking.
The popular mobile roundabout in Minna with unusual large number of commuters. Most of them have been waiting for hours for any available bus to their individual destinations. For those that could not wait for buses, trekking becomes the only option. On the other hand, tricycles operators are catching on the opportunity to make brisk business. Common sight in the metropolis since the state government announced the ban of commercial motorcycle, the only cheaper and easier means of transportation in the state capital and its environs.
And I'm not feeling fine. No, you stop the kind of pay, they will not like to carry us. So the governor should look into this matter and help us. Even you with your bike, a family man that has bike is not allowed to carry his family. Whereby we have to trek. I'm living at Shango. I have to trek all the way from Shango to roundabout of Tunga. I waited there more than 2 hours. There's no vehicle. I was almost crying there before I could see somebody that will help me down to this place.
I live in Angombiri. We don't have even single one that is going there. So we have to leg up from that our house down to main road to find an keke napep.
Even private motorcycles owners are not left out. They have to go through a rigorous process to register for them to ply the roads.
I came here since around 6 a.m. Up to now, they have not attended to me. To the best of my observation, this is just organized confusion.
To come and register, just to have availability to our own bike. They don't have the material on ground. Even this morning, they just even brought the material now. Up to now, we have not been registered.
Some people used to come and say register us. When we ask them why is the document, no even registration, purchasing receipt are not available or anything. So they have to go back and start either producing court affidavit or whatsoever for us to have an authentic document in registering the vehicle, because the exercise is not only about sending them away, the security issue is very important.
The state government had given several reasons for the ban, citing security and the need to curb accidents on the road, most of which they say are caused by motorcycle operators.
The major duty or function or responsibility of the state government is to protect the lives and properties of its citizens. When any crime is going to be committed, we use motorcycles. We snatch people's bags, women's bags, through the use of commercial motorcycles. We kill innocent people, killing policemen. You know, these are things that we knew all along. And for proper security, the government felt there's a need to have sanity by banning the tricycles, the commercial motorcycles.
We know everything is gradually. Me, I appreciate it for buying Okada, but they have to regulate it. We should have to think of we masses that average person that can't buy motor, so that we can carry our children.
The government's action may be justified, but what are the palliative measures taken to ameliorate the effect of the ban on residents?
Well, we provided buses. In fact, we had to ask the NSA to go on air, announcing the vehicles on each route and even the prices. Just 20 naira per drop. 20 naira per drop, which is even less than what the commercial motorcycles are collecting. So at least we even assume it is something that they should welcome. At least we are reducing the costs. And the question of tricycles, they are there. We have released them, and we can see them everywhere. But just the way you said, the routine is something we need to sit down again and look into.
Although the state government insists the ban had come to stay, the people are appealing for a rethink as they expect the state government to provide adequate alternatives.
Etisalat, now.
It's time now for business news. Here's Joker Rogers.
First Bank, truly the first.
Thank you, Amarachi. Welcome to Business News. The Lagos State Government has concluded plans to make gas available for all business and corporate organizations operating within the Lagos Island Central Business District. Governor Babatunde Fashola made this known today at a forum with major business owners at the State House in Marina. He says the gas supply for power generation will start latest by the first quarter of 2015. Our correspondent Victor Matthias reports.
Members of the private sector and government officials meet to brainstorm on ways to make the Central Business District a better place for businesses and intending business owners. To set the ball rolling, the Senior Special Assistant to the Lagos State Governor on Central Business District, Mrs. Dewing Disu, tells the gathering what the state government has up its sleeves.
To pursue partnerships with you and leverage on strong private sector ability, strong private sector investments, initiatives and involvements to carry on the CBD revamp agenda.
Speaker after speaker, business owners within the Central Business District berates the low power supply and the effects it has on their businesses. Lagos State Governor Mr. Babatunde Fashola was, however, on hand to allay their fears.
There is a plan to provide gas now onto the island. If gas comes onto the island, we are ready in less than a year to provide all of the power that the CBD needs, because we have an audit of the power demand for that place. So we have detailed power requirements for every building and we can power the whole district.
With the promise by the state governments to power the whole district, it is expected that business owners will now begin to spend less in providing their businesses with power and performing optimally. Victor Matthias reporting for Channels Television News.
Well, it's the third consecutive day of losses for stocks on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Stocks at the local bourse fell 0.96% to a one-month low, driven mainly by falls in the banking and energy sectors. Bisi Coker as a summary of the day's session.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Markets Reports. The negative trend continued at the Nigerian equities markets as the bear's grip on the markets continued for a third day. The onshore index slipped below the 41,000 psychological level by 0.96% to close at 40,792.07. At the end of midweek trade, Nestle was the top loser. The equity lost 25 naira, and that's 2.15% off, and is followed by Lafarge Wapco Cement, CAP, and 43 other losers. Now with a value gain of 1 naira 69 kobo and a 1.88% increase, Forte Oil emerged the day's top gainer ahead of Guaranty Trust Bank and Ashaka Cement. Costain, Transcorp and Access were Wednesday's top volume drivers. And when trading ended, volume was down at 258.68 million units, valued at 2.91 billion naira. And that wraps the stock market reports. I am Bisi Coker.
Thank you, Bisi. That's it on Business News. On the news at 10, Amarachi returns in just a moment.
First Bank, truly the first.
Well, still ahead of the news at 10, Nigeria's fairy tale run at the African Nations Championship ends in defeat to Ghana. We have more in sports news coming up in just a moment. Do stay with us.